Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Dante coming to you with a quick episode of Keeping It a Buck. Hey, listen, before we go into the content, I need you to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And definitely, I appreciate everything. Let me go ahead and do this real quick before I go into what I'm getting ready to talk about. Disclaimer. It's disclaimer time. Listen, I am me. I'm not going to do my videos like everybody else. And I kind of felt bad, and I was about to quit doing videos. I'm like, hey, nobody's really watching them, whatever the case may be. I know that controversy sells, but that's not who I am. I'm not about that life. So if you're looking for drama, if you're looking for somebody to be fake, then I'm not that dude. I believe in being honest and being truthful. And I think that's the problem now. Everybody is being sensationalized. Nobody wants the truth anymore. And we're acting like, the truth is a curse or something. I don't understand. But I woke up this morning like 3 o'clock this morning. And when I woke up, I had some prayer time and just some time of silence and just quiet time and just, basically meditating and, communing with God about some things. And then after I got to doing that, I went to the internet, because let me surf the internet a little bit. And I saw some of the most disturbing things. So what I saw was Juvenile. He's a rapper. If you don't know who he is, he's a rapper. And he basically came out with a song talking about back that thing up. I'm going to play that and I'm going to let you see what he said. And I'm going to give you my commentary on it, what I believe, what I'm standing on. And, then I'm going to show you what Psaki had to say about pushing door-to-door vaccines. And then in Milwaukee, how they already started doing the door-to-door vaccination. So it's just a mess. I feel like this. If the people that's getting abortions can say my body, my choice, then we should be able to have the same attitude when it comes to anything we do to our bodies. But without further ado, let's go to the video of this dude talking about vax that thing up. Let's go.
You finna online date chat, find a mate chat, open up be okay ass, okay yeah, profile picture looking tight chat, nice chat, got your bio reading right chat, precise chat, but before you find a date chat, you gotta wait chat, gotta go vaccinate chat, get it straight chat, girl you look good, want you vax that thing up, you's a handsome young brother, want you vax that thing up, dating real life, you need to vax that thing up, feeling freaky all night, you need to vax that thing up, girl you look good, want you vax that thing up, you's a handsome young brother, want you vax that thing up. Dating real life, you need to vax that thing up. Feeling freaky all night, you need to vax that thing up.
I know you can't stand it, no holding hands, chick. But when we get the shot, we gon' be romancing. Girl, you could be the queen after quarantine. We could meet up at the spot and we could do the thing. Internet date chat, I'm your mate chat. Download the app, shawty, you ain't gotta wait chat. I love it when you hold me, eggplant emoji. You could be the young hot thing, I'll be the OG.
Girl, you look good, want you vax that thing up. You's a handsome young brother, want you vax that thing up. Dating real life, you need to vax that thing up. Feeling freaky all night, you need to vax that thing up. Girl, you look good, want you vax that thing up. You's a decent looking brother, want you vax that thing up. Acting foolishly, you need to vax that thing up. Herd immunity when you vax that thing up.
If you wanna get sticky and hot, go get the shot. If you wanna smash some dude named Scott, go get the shot. Go get the shot, go get the shot. BLK says go get the shot. You wanna smash with Scott, smash with Scott. BLK says go get the shot. Smash with Scott.
I just want to know one thing. What does having a vaccination have to do with having sex? You see how they put that in there to basically dumb down the people. So if you want to have sex, then go get a shot. What about telling that brother to strap that thing up? What about telling that dude, you know what, take care of your responsibilities? What about them, basically promoting something better than this? But they already know when it comes to music, they know that music has influence. So a lot of people, especially people my color, black people, they are so sensationalized and they so into the music that they're not really hearing what's being told to them. And basically, imagery, what they're seeing is that, hey, look at these girls, they're shaking their butts. What does that have to do with a vaccine? Last time I checked, shaking your booty does not keep you from getting COVID. And when it comes down to COVID, again, everybody have their own beliefs. And I would say this, if you want to get the vaccine, get the vaccine. It's just that simple. Nobody's hating on you for getting the vaccine, but a lot of us have really gotten caught up in this whole, mindset of, even Facebook and Twitter and all of them, they have it where if you get vaccinated, you can put your picture up saying I got the shot, whatever the case may be. And I think that social dilemma, when it talks about how the endorphins go on in your head and go off in your body, far as, when you get a like or a share or a heart, what you do far as your medical records, I feel like that's your business. I don't feel like it's something that you need to tell anybody. Most people, if you're sick, stay home. If you're sick and you don't feel well and it's something that is contagious, just stay home, stay away from people. It's simple. But again, they want to put fear and frustration in things. And so they know fear sells. And then again, it's racism. And so again, they're basically saying without saying that Black people need to get vaccinated. Let me show you what Jen Psaki had to say. This is crazy. I've never seen it in my life like this, but let's go.
The president is briefed by his COVID-19 response team this afternoon. He will speak to the American people about the strong progress that the country has made in recovery because of its robust vaccination campaign, as well as the importance of every eligible American getting vaccinated, especially as the Delta variant continues to grow among unvaccinated people across the country. By the end of the week, the United States will be nearing 160 million people fully vaccinated, which the president will touch on today as well, which is critically important as fully vaccinated people are protected against the Delta variant. He will also stress how the administration will continue its effort to work with governors, local leaders, and across the public and private sector to get more Americans vaccinated by making vaccines available in more healthcare settings and respond to hotspots. The president will outline 5 areas his team is focused on to get more Americans vaccinated. 1, targeted community-by-community, door-to-door outreach to get remaining Americans vaccinated by ensuring they have the information they need on how both safe and accessible the vaccine is. 2, a renewed emphasis on getting the vaccines to more primary care doctors and physicians, something that we've seen as a very successful tactic with reaching groups with lower vaccination rates in the past few months. 3, stepped up efforts, which is complementary to my last point, to get vaccines to pediatricians and other providers who serve younger people so that adolescents aged 12 to 18 can get vaccinated as they go for back-to-school checkups or get ready for fall sports. 4, continue expanding efforts to make the vaccine accessible for workers. Access is an area where we've seen as a challenge and one where, as we've worked to address it, we've seen increasing rates. So that includes setting up vaccination clinics at workplaces and PTO or time leave that employees can take off to get vaccinated. And finally, expanding our mobile clinic efforts, meeting people where they are, and making sure we're taking the vaccine to communities. After the president is briefed.
All right. So let me try to break this down as quickly as I can. First of all, Jen Psaki, you say that President Biden said that he basically want you go to door to basically get people to get vaccinated. Okay. How about going door to door to tell people how to take care of their immune system? That's the first start, because I think it's counterproductive to get a vaccine and people are still eating unhealthy. Even I have tried to start eating healthier and trying to make better choices with what food I put in my mouth. Then she was saying something about, basically they can set up, clinics at work. So now you basically indirectly saying that, basically if you want to work in the office or whatever the case may be, you have to take a shot. Make it make sense to me. I mean, again, I thought it was my body, my choice. But I guess that's not what they're saying here. So you have Juvenile talking about vaccinating that thing up. You have President Biden and Jen Psaki saying they're going to go door to door telling people to get vaccinated. Let me tell you this. Don't come to my door with that foolishness. I've had COVID. By the grace of God, I recovered. And I have the antibodies. So why do I need a vaccine? And again, to those that have gotten the vaccine, to each his own, but people shouldn't feel shame because they have not gotten the vaccine. People shouldn't even look it down on nobody because they haven't gotten the vaccine. It should be their choice. I mean, shouldn't it be my choice to live or die if that be the case? Again, nobody is spreading things out. And then she was talking about the Delta variant. What I do understand from what they've been talking about, the scientists and everyone else is saying is that, and the doctors rather, are saying that the Delta variant is more contagious but less deadly. Okay, so again, if it's more contagious, it's like the common cold. I mean, hey, people get a cold. It doesn't mean they're going to die, but this is what they want people to think. again, fear sells. Fear is tormenting. The Bible will talk about how fear is tormenting. And again, because I choose not to go with the majority and go down that road of destruction, and that's just the way I look at it. Wide is the way that leads to destruction. I'm not trying to be like everybody else, and I'm gonna be me. And if people don't like the content, if they don't, speak on the content, or they unsubscribe, I can't get mad. I mean, because I believe God will send who needs to hear and wants to hear what they need to hear. He was sending to my channel. This really is not about me. This is not about money. I work. So it's not about me trying to get monetized, but I do like spreading the truth. And I feel like right now the truth is scarce. What we see right now is a bunch of lies and deception, and we need to open up our eyes, and we need to pray and ask God for more discernment. Discernment is to be able to look behind what they're trying to put in front of us. We're being crazy. And I would say this about Donald Trump, because I know a lot of people, they say Donald Trump did a lot of things wrong. And, Joe Biden, I know a lot of people that voted for him, they're not calling out Joe Biden like they did Donald Trump. But I'm going to say this. I kind of have a problem with the fact of the matter that even that he put out the vaccine, because he goes out there and he touts about, hey, I put out the vaccine in 9 months in record time, whatever the case may be. Guess what? I believe is that when everything goes wrong and there's adverse effects, then yet again, Donald Trump is going to be blamed. So again, him doing this vaccine thing, okay. But at the same time, I'm glad that he pushed back off of trying to tell people to get vaccinated. I believe now he's saying, you know what, it's your choice. If you want to get the vaccine, get it. If you don't, well. But you have Joe Biden saying either get the vaccine or you won't be able to do X, Y, and Z. And I just think that is so wrong. And it's so wrong. And then Black people, we forget what happened with the Tuskegee Airmen and all this, and them giving them syphilis and all this stuff. The Tuskegee experiment, excuse me. Do we remember? When all these men were given these vaccinations and syphilis and all this just to see how it was going to work. I mean, listen, I don't want to be an experiment, and I know YouTube, y'all try to fact check things, and at the end of the day, the FDA still has not approved it. It was actually put out for emergency use only. So it's an experimental drug, and I'm sorry, I don't want to be experimented on. I'm sorry. I think there's other drugs that they have given me over time that they did experiments on, and I didn't really have a choice in it. But right now, I feel like people need to stand on their rights and stand on what they believe, and stop letting everybody change what they believe into what they believe. It's not going to work. And for me, I'm my own individual person, and I'm going to do what I do. Last thing, let me show you here in Milwaukee. And I just want y'all to take a look and see what y'all see, what I see. Let's just go to the video, man.
Is expanding its efforts to get COVID vaccines out into the community and giving door-to-door shots to those who want it. Mary Jo Ola is live near 16th and Atkinson with an update on the mission to build confidence and trust in the shots.
Hey there, Adriana. Yeah, this team has a goal of going into these Milwaukee neighborhoods, respectfully educating people on the COVID-19 vaccines and letting people make their own informed choices. Now, the people who are the boots on the ground here are called mobilizers. Their efforts are built on a growing partnership between a group known as Jump at the Sun, local government, the health department, the Medical College of Wisconsin, and Alverno College, to name a few. Organizers say in a matter of 8 days, going door to door, they vaccinated 137 people. Now they're expanding by working with the Milwaukee Housing Authority, creating a teen squad of volunteers, and also creating a Spanish-speaking team.
Our goal as a state was to achieve 80% vaccination herd immunity. And we have to touch everyone, not just those who automatically are wanting to get vaccinated and are not facing barriers. We're trying to remove some of those barriers.
Now, mobilizers are required to be fully vaccinated, but there are also people who live and know these communities, and organizers behind this partnership say that piece is so important in building confidence and trust. Reporting live in Milwaukee, Mary Jo Ola, TMJ4 News.
All right, so basically, if you notice, they had a bunch of Black people saying out there. Again, I'm not making this about race. I'm just calling it what it is. So you see these Black people out here talking about mobilizing and basically, giving people the information so they can make an informed decision. Let me tell you this. When they talk like this, that's all a ploy. It's not really something that they really mean. It's called pressure. They want to come up with pressure on you, and they want to make you feel some type of way because you don't agree with their ideology, you don't go along with their narrative. So they'll make you feel bad or try to shame you, or maybe go back and report and say, this person won't take the vax. They'll find out information about you, then report you to your job. Then you end up getting fired for whatever reason. And then if you're getting any kind of assistance, then you can lose that. As I've been seeing on one video I was looking at earlier, where it said something about they will get with the housing authority and talk with them. So those of you that are getting any kind of assistance, then it may be to the point where in order for you to get this assistance, you have to take this this vaccine. And I just think that's wrong. I don't think that nobody should have to be put in that kind of hard decision making over something they really don't need, especially if you had COVID. There's no scientific proof that the natural antibodies don't last, just like there's no proof that the vaccination antibodies want to last. So the thing is, I just think that we need to be more informed. And again, whatever you stand on, believe, stand on it. Don't change because of other people. And I think that's the problem with the world today. Everybody's going along to get along because they don't want nobody to shame them. It's all right. It's okay. Matthew 5, it says something, and I'm gonna close with this. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. And so there's a blessing in being meek. There's a blessing in standing up for what you believe. Blessed are they when men shall revile you and say all manners of things against you falsely for his name's sake. So if you're standing on the principles of God and you're standing on your own personal convictions, then I would say this: don't change. I don't care if it's your mama telling you to do it. You got to be persuaded in your own mind and convinced in your own mind. And so that's just where I'm at with it. Again, I do these videos not simply because I want some likes and some comments. I do it because I think that people need to be informed. And as I find out information, I would be selfish not to spread that information along. So I'm getting ready for work. I just wanted to go ahead and put this out and let people know, don't you vax that thing up. Get yourself a book, get yourself some research before you go vaccine that thing up, before you go backing that thing up, thinking that you're going to be recognized for something that could be detrimental in the end. Again, I don't know the effects of the vaccine. I'm just saying, for me personally, this dude, he don't want it, and I should be able to make that choice, right? Again, my body, my choice. Y'all stay up and y'all stay blessed. And again, if you like the content, you can like, share, and comment and subscribe. If you don't, guess what? I still love you, and I pray God's blessings on you. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace.